friends. Well, can you believe that we are in the middle of November already? It feels like we have entered into what I call the year-end whirlwind, with exams, work close-off and deadlines, year-end functions, present buying, kids' prize givings and concerts, family functions, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and before we know it, we will be spat out of the whirlwind and into 2023 feeling a little bewildered. It's honestly just the craziest of seasons, but today I would like to invite us into a practice that will help us to counter the crazy. It's a practice that I believe will assist us in fighting against the busyness of the season, and it will help to bring balance to our chaotic lives. I see this practice as a way of eliminating the pain that we are all experiencing. It's sort of like a painkiller. When you and I have a headache, don't we run to get some pain meds to ease the pain as quickly as possible? Well, today, I would like to offer us this practice as a way of eliminating the pain of the season. This practice will literally change our lives if we will implement it daily. It's the practice of stillness. Now, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge how difficult stillness is in our culture. But friends, practicing stillness is so worth it. The first part of Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." Stillness does two very specific things. Firstly, stillness helps us to remember who God is. Friends, as we start to quiet our hearts and our minds, we can become aware of God again. Our perspective is lifted off of the crazy circumstances and onto God. And when our attention is on God, we start to see the world from His grand perspective, as opposed to our minuscule one. Secondly, stillness makes us aware of ourselves. When we are still for a minute or two, we can connect with ourselves and we remember who we are. We are human beings, not human doings. We can integrate with ourselves again and get in touch with who we are and what we are thinking, feeling, and experiencing. Once we notice what's happening within ourselves, we can then take it to God in prayer. Dr. Mark Stonestreet, a Christian psychologist, said this the other day, and it impacted me deeply. Thoughts don't silence thoughts. Stillness does. Friends, if we want to quiet the craziness in our hearts and minds, we need way more stillness in our lives. Stillness with God will change our lives if only we will practice it. So, how can we be still? It's really so easy. Pick a quiet time of the day, sit still and try not to move. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Still your heart and mind from all your to-dos and pick a phrase about God that you want to focus on. Perhaps something like, "God is loving and kind," or "His goodness and mercy follows me," and keep coming back to it. Repeat it over and over. Start with a minute and build your time up as it gets easier. Friends, can I encourage you to take a moment right now to be still and know that He is God.